Hey guys, thanks for joining me. Today I'm going to give you 3 exercises that will make high notes easier to play and give you bigger tone. The first exercise will use harmonics. Harmonics is when you overblow a note. So we're going to start with a low D fingering, right? Pinky's off. And I'm going to overblow this low D 4 times. It sounds like this. Now that highest note that I got to is actually the same pitch as a high D. So I'm going to alternate between the overblowed low D fingering and a high D. Sounds like this. And what I notice is that I really have to support with my stomach. I feel it engage, and that is so important that you're using your whole body when you're playing. You're using your core, you're using your legs to play the flute. I'm going to show you the same exercise now. We're going to move our way up the chromatic scale. So we'll continue on an E flat. Okay, and you make your way up the scale. Next would be E natural. And again, this will really open up your tone. It will encourage you to use a lot of air. Side note, so important that you stand while you practice. Okay, I've had a lot of students in the past who put their music on the bed or on the desk, and occasionally that can be fine, but if you watch your favorite performer, your favorite musician on stage, they're always standing. They're using their whole body to express themselves. Same should go for you. Make sure to buy a music stand and stand when you practice. The second exercise is called ha's. All right, sounds like this on a C major scale. So I'm using my stomach, I'm using my air to support the sound. So remember when you first started playing the flute, you just tried to get air across the flute, right? Not much was going on with the lips. Same idea. I want your lips to be more relaxed, so you're supporting the air just with your stomach. I can show you what this looks like on my stomach, all right? So you actually will see my stomach move. You can try this exercise on scales, but you can also use it on one of the songs you're practicing. So here is Mozart Concerto in G. I'm going to have to go a little slower to make this work, but here it goes. The third exercise, we're going to use slurs to improve your support. So I want you to take whatever song you're working on right now, play it up the octave, and slur it all. Here's Twinkle Twinkle, up the octave, slurred. And I feel my stomach shaking. So you should feel your stomach moving, right? You're moving as much air through the flute, in between the notes even. There's support, there is air moving. There's 2 common things I see in high note playing. One is that a person is playing all their high notes using their embouchure, right? And it sounds a little bit more tight. Right, they're really squeezing. And this is a great skill to have, being able to play high notes. You'll be able to play high notes softly, you'll be able to taper. So keep that skill, but your exercise is using the ha's. That's going to be so important that you start moving air through your flute. You play more forte and just use as much air as possible. Then there's the other person I've seen who has a ton of air. They keep blowing tons of air through the flute, but they don't have as much control. So the slur exercise is going to be more important for them, that they slur their songs together, using a little bit more embouchure and at the same time support. Okay guys, thanks so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Again, leave comments below. I read all of them, and that will help me decide on what to post for next week. Flute Fridays. All right, enjoy playing, have fun, take care.